Tired of laziness killing your dreams, one endless scroll at a time? In this video, grab the exact 5-second blueprint to force instant action, no matter how unmotivated you feel. Welcome to Audiobook World, your go-to for self-improvement masterclasses in audiobook form. Discover 3 game changers, shatter the laziness illusion forever, stack micro wins that build unstoppable momentum, and redesign your brain's dopamine for effortless habits. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications for daily breakthroughs. Then use the timestamps below to jump into any of the 12 chapters. Let's crush laziness now. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture this. It's dawn, but you're still buried under the covers, the weight of unspoken dreams pressing down like an invisible fog. Your alarm buzzes, a cruel whisper, reminding you of goals gathering dust. That project, untouched. That workout, forgotten. Laziness isn't just sloth. It's a thief, stealing your future one hesitated breath at a time. But what if I told you that right now, in this very instant, you hold the power to shatter those chains? This isn't another pep talk. This is your wake-up call, your secret map through the fog of inaction. Join me on this journey. By the end, laziness won't stand a chance. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Laziness Illusion. Imagine waking up to a world painted in shades of grey, where the sun rises but your spirit remains chained to the bed. Your dreams whisper from the edges of your mind. That book you swore you'd write, the body you promised to sculpt, the life you envisioned unfolding like a river breaking free from ice. Yet here you lie, heavy with an invisible weight that pins you down, convincing you that motion is impossible, that tomorrow will be kinder. This is the grip of laziness, not as a simple flaw, but as a cunning illusion, wrapping itself around your soul like morning mist that refuses to burn away. Feel it now, that familiar pull. It's not just exhaustion, it's a shadow self, born in the quiet corners of your being, masquerading as rest, as wisdom, as self-preservation. You've felt it before, the moment you reach for your running shoes, only for a voice to murmur, "Not today, you're too tired." Or when your fingers hover over the keyboard, and suddenly the couch calls like an old lover, warm and forgiving. This illusion isn't random. It's woven from the threads of your deepest fears. Fears of failure, of effort without reward, of stepping into the unknown where comfort dares not follow. Let me take you deeper. Picture a vast, ancient forest, where a mighty oak stands sentinel, its branches stretched toward the sky, roots delving into Earth's dark heart. Does the oak strain and struggle to grow? No, it simply is, drawing life from stillness, expanding in silence. Now contrast that with the sapling beside it, trembling in the wind, fighting every gust to claim its space. Laziness whispers to you like the oak's quiet strength. Why rush? Why fight? Be still. But here's the shattering truth. You are not that ancient oak. You are the sapling, alive with potential, designed to push through soil, to bend but never break. The illusion lies in mistaking survival for thriving, rest for stagnation. This deception runs deeper than you think, rooted in the very architecture of your mind. Your brain, that brilliant, evolved machine, once kept your ancestors alive on savannas where every step could mean predator or prey. It learned to hoard energy, to pause before the leap, to question every risk. Today, that same wiring betrays you. When opportunity knocks, a new job, a bold conversation, a creative spark, your mind floods with caution signals, dopamine dips, and suddenly scrolling through endless feeds feels safer than seizing the day. Laziness isn't weakness. It's your brain's outdated guardian, protecting a body that no longer hunts mammoths but chases dreams in boardrooms and home offices. I want you to pause here, truly pause, and look inward. Recall a time when laziness cloaked itself in virtue. Maybe it was the promotion you skipped applying for, telling yourself I'm not ready yet, or the friend you ghosted, claiming busyness while binge-watching shadows on a screen. Feel the quiet ache of that choice. That's the illusion cracking open, revealing not rest, but regret in disguise. It's a thief of time, stealing hours that compound into years, leaving you with a life half-lived. Echoes of what could have been, but awakening to this changes everything. Recognizing the illusion strips its power. It's like stepping from a dim cave into blinding light. At first it stings, but then colors explode, paths reveal themselves, and you move with purpose. You're not broken for feeling this pull. You're human, exquisitely wired for both caution and conquest. The foundation of our journey together starts here, in naming the enemy not as laziness itself, but as the mirage it casts. Declare it now, in the silence of your heart. I see you, illusion. You hold me no more. Let this truth settle into your bones. Laziness thrives in the dark, fed by unexamined thoughts and unchecked habits. Shine light on it, and it withers. Consider the story of Elena, a woman I once knew, whose days blurred into nights of Netflix marathons and half-hearted job hunts. She wasn't lazy at heart. She was trapped in the illusion that effort equaled pain, without gain. One rainy evening, staring at her reflection in a fogged window, she whispered, "This isn't me." That single admission cracked the shell. Within weeks, she was running marathons, not of miles, but of mornings where she rose before dawn, wrote her first novel chapter, and rebuilt a career from ashes. Elena's shift mirrors yours, waiting to unfold. This chapter plants the seed. Laziness is no more real than a dream you cling to after waking. It's a story your mind tells to keep you small, safe, unseen. But you are vast, capable of rewriting the narrative. Feel the stirrings now, that subtle quickening in your chest, the first breath of freedom. We've laid the foundation, pierced the veil, yet illusions have layers, and beneath this one lies a simple tool, sharp as a blade, ready to sever the chains in moments. What if 5 seconds could launch you into action, bypassing the mind's tricks entirely? As we turn toward that discovery, carry this awareness like a lantern into the fog. You've taken your first true step. Seeing clearly is half the battle won. The path ahead brightens with each revelation. Listen closely. Chapter 2. The 5-second spark. Picture this. You're standing at the edge of a vast cliff, wind whipping your face, heart pounding as the ocean crashes far below. One step forward, and you're free-falling into the unknown, terrifying, exhilarating, alive. But in that split second of hesitation, doubt floods in, roots you to the spot, whispers, "Step back, stay safe." Now open your eyes. That's your life right now. Every single moment of inaction, a cliff you refuse to leap from. What if I told you there's a spark, sharp and electric, that ignites motion in just 5 heartbeats before fear can chain you down? This is no dream. It's your weapon, ready. We've pierced the veil of illusion in Chapter 1, seeing laziness for the shadow it is. Now we arm you with the first strike, the 5-second spark. This isn't theory, it's a primal hack, born from the raw mechanics of your mind. Your brain operates in windows of opportunity. Tiny gaps between impulse and sabotage hesitate longer than 5 seconds, and the prefrontal cortex, the architect of excuses, takes over, flooding you with reasons to quit. But count backward, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you launch. It's a neural override, thrusting your body into action before thought can paralyze it. Feel the power in that. You're not convincing yourself anymore. You're commanding. Let me paint it vivid. Imagine Marcus, An architect trapped in a cubicle prison, sketches of dream buildings gathering dust in his drawer. Every evening he'd sit at his desk, staring at blank paper, the spark of creation flickering, then dying under waves of "I'm too tired" or "It's not good enough." One night, desperation cracked him open. He stood, clenched his fists, and counted 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. His hand grabbed the pencil. Lines flowed, bold, unhesitant. By morning, 3 pages bloomed. That spark didn't erase his fear. It outran it. Marcus built a portfolio, quit his job, now designed skylines that touch the stars. His story isn't rare. It's repeatable. Yours for the taking. Why does this work so deeply? Dive into the rhythm of your being. Your nervous system hums with ancient rhythms. Fight, flight, freeze. Laziness chooses freeze every time. A survival echo from caves where rushing meant death. But the countdown is a modern saber, slicing through. It activates the basal ganglia, your habit engine, bypassing the emotional blizzard of the limbic system. Science whispers it, but your body screams it true. Physical motion births mental fire. Try it now wherever you are. Feel the itch to stand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise. Notice how your legs obey. A quiet rebellion against the mind's tyranny. That's sovereignty returning, one defiant beat at a time. This spark isn't a gimmick. It's a bridge to your authentic self, the one buried under layers of conditioned delay. Reflect on your own cliffs, the email you dread sending, the call you avoid making, the canvas left white. Each time, the 5 seconds pass like thieves, stealing your destiny, but reclaim them. Make it ritual. Before coffee, count down to sip with intention. Facing the gym door, launch into the first stretch. The beauty lies in its simplicity. No willpower marathons, just precision strikes. Over days, these sparks compound, etching grooves of action into your soul, where laziness once carved ruts of retreat. Envision a world where every intention ignites instantly. No more "I'll start tomorrow." The artist paints at dawn. The entrepreneur pitches without stutter. The parent rises early, present and fierce. This spark forges that world, one launch at a time. It's spiritual alchemy, turning leaden inertia into golden momentum. Feel the warmth spreading? That's your inner fire kindling, ancient as breath, fierce as a storm breaking. Yet mastery demands practice. Start small to build faith. Tomorrow's alarm, don't negotiate, count and rise. That book on your nightstand, 5 seconds to the first page. Each success whispers, "You are capable." Failures? They teach timing, refine your launch. Marcus stumbled too. Some nights the pencil dropped after 10 strokes. But he relaunched every time. Persistence polishes the spark into a blaze. You're not fighting laziness head-on, you're outmaneuvering it, swift as a falcon's dive. Now breathe this truth into your core. The 5-second spark is your declaration of war on hesitation. It honors the sapling in you, pushing through concrete toward light. We've journeyed from illusion to ignition, your first tool gleaming in hand. Satisfaction blooms here, yet deeper layers call. What fuels this spark or starves it? Hidden thieves lurk in your daily rhythm, siphoning the very energy you need to leap. As we hunt them down next, carry your countdown like a talisman. The cliffs await. Leap bold. Chapter 3. The Energy Thief Hunt. Feel the thief in the night, silent as shadow, slipping through your window to plunder what you hold most precious. Your fire, your drive, the very pulse of possibility. You wake drained, not from honest toil, but from invisible raids that leave you hollow, staring at ceilings while dreams slip away like smoke. This isn't mere fatigue, it's sabotage, orchestrated by hidden culprits, feasting on your vitality. Right now, in the quiet of your listening, we're hunting them down, reclaiming every stolen spark. The hunt begins, your energy, your power, awake. We've ignited the 5-second spark, launching you past hesitation's gate. But a rocket without fuel fizzles. Laziness doesn't create voids, it exploits them. Enter the energy thieves, subtle assassins disguised as comforts. Routines, even necessities, they don't strike with fanfare, they erode, drop by drop, until action feels like climbing Everest in slippers. Your body and spirit crave fuel, clean, fierce, sustaining. Thieves deliver poison, sugar spikes that crash like felled trees, screens that splinter focus into 1,000 shards, environments cluttered like mines in chaos. Awareness is your hunter's eye, identification, your blade. Let me guide you into the shadows. Start with the dietary vampires. That mid-afternoon soda, promising a buzz, delivers a betrayal. Insulin surges, blood sugar plummets, leaving you slumped, eyelids heavy as lead, or the late-night carbs, masquerading as solace, fermenting into morning fog. These aren't indulgences, they're energy heists, robbing mitochondria, the cell's power plants, of their rhythm. Swap them for steady flames, nuts for crashes, greens for clarity, water infused with lemon's bite. Feel the difference. It's not diet dogma. It's reclaiming the river of life, flowing through you. Now turn to digital phantoms, the scrollers of the soul. Your phone lights up like a siren's call, each swipe a micro-theft of attention. Algorithms know your weakness, feeding endless loops that hijack dopamine without delivery, leaving willpower's tank on empty. Studies whisper what you feel. Context switching costs 20 minutes per interruption, stacking into lost days. Hunt them, set savage boundaries, phone faces down during meals, apps deleted like weeds. Reclaim hours not through iron will but surgical excision. Imagine Sarah, a teacher whose evenings vanished into feeds, lesson plans gathering dust. She audited 1 week, 4 hours stolen daily, brutal cull. Social media to 15 minutes. Energy surged. She wrote curriculum that now inspires hundreds. Her hunt, your mirror. Environments breed thieves too, insidious in their familiarity. A desk buried under papers mirrors a mind in tumult. Visual noise saps 10% of focus. Science confirms toxic air, dim light, ergonomic neglect. They compound, turning spaces into laziness labs. Purge ruthlessly. Desks to Zen simplicity. Plants breathing oxygen, windows flung wide. Clutter isn't stuff, it's psychic weight. And don't overlook relational raiders, conversations that drain like leaky batteries. People who complain without cease, pulling you into their vortex. Boundaries here are sacred. I value our time. Let's lift each other. Protect your circle as fiercely as your flame. Delve deeper into the rhythm thieves, the saboteurs of sleep and movement. Broken circadian clocks from blue light baths, past midnight, fragment deep restoration, turning nights into shallow pools. Aim for primal alignment, darkness at 10, dawn's light on skin, and sedentary traps. Hours seated stitch muscles into knots, blood flow to a trickle. Intersperse with micro movements. Stand hourly, stretch like awakening felines. These aren't chores, they're liberations, flooding cells with oxygen, sharpening the blade of intent. Picture your day as a fortress now, thieves routed. Morning water washes residue, focused breaths center the spirit. Work blocks sacred, distractions banished. Evenings for reflection, not escape. Energy isn't infinite, it's cultivated, guarded. This hunt awakens ancient wisdom. Native hunters tracked prey not by speed alone, but by sustaining vigor through terrain and tribe. You are that hunter, attuned to your inner wild. Journal tonight. List your top 3 thieves. Strike one down tomorrow. Watch vitality roar back. A lion unshackled. Spiritual undercurrents run here too. Energy thieves prey on disconnection from self, from purpose. When days blur without meaning, inertia wins. Infuse rituals, gratitude at dawn, naming 3 fires worth fueling. This anchors you, turns consumption to creation. Feel the shift. You're not victim. You're warden of your inner realm. We've mapped the hunt, weapons drawn, first thieves falling, satisfaction pulses. Your fortress strengthens. Yet even fortified, grand assaults falter without footholds. What if mountains crumbled to pebbles, each tiny victory fueling the ascent? That revolution awaits. Micro wins calling you forward. Carry your sharpened senses into this next realm. The energy flows. Hunt on. Chapter 4. Micro Wins Revolution. Envision a colossal mountain. Its peak lost in storm clouds, snow-capped and merciless, mocking every climber who gazes up from the valley floor. Your legs tremble, breath shortens. The sheer scale crushes ambition before the first step. Now watch. A single ant, unyielding, hauls a crumb 100 times its weight, inch by relentless inch, until the summit bows to its persistence. That ant isn't dreaming of conquest. It's claiming victory in fragments. You, my friend, are that ant, poised to topple mountains, not with Herculean leaps, but with a revolution of micro wins, where every tiny triumph rewires your soul for unstoppable ascent. We've hunted the thieves, fortified our energy fortress. Yet even lions falter, charging peaks unprepared. Laziness looms largest before vast horizons. Diets to overhaul, businesses to birth, skills to master. The mind recoils, labeling them impossible. Enter the micro-wins revolution. Dismantle giants into grains, conquer one breath at a time, not baby steps. Dismissed as weak, these are precision strikes, atomic explosions of progress. Write a book, 1 sentence. Run a marathon, 1 stride. Each micro-win floods your brain with dopamine, the victory nectar forging neural highways where excuses once ruled barren desert. Feel the alchemy unfold. Your reward system, that ancient pleasure core, evolved for hunts yielding feasts, not marathons of monotony. Grand goals starve it. Micro-wins feast it. Science echoes the soul's whisper. The Zeigarnik effect grips unfinished tasks, but completion, even minuscule, releases tension, craving more. Start with the timer. 2 minutes on that dreaded report. Pen touches paper. Words emerge. Done. Boom. Win etched in flesh. Stack them like ancient stone walls rising from earth. Sentence to paragraph. Stride to kilometer. Momentum awakens, a snowball gathering fury down the slope. Meet Javier, a single father drowning in debt, his guitar gathering dust in the corner, melody silenced by exhaustion and no time. Overwhelmed by the dream of recording an album, he shattered it 1 chord daily. Fingers stiffened at first, protesting the cold strings. Day 3, 2 chords. Week 2, a verse. No fanfare, just quiet stacking. Months later, his album streamed to thousands, debt cleared by gigs born of that first pluck. Javier didn't climb the mountain, he ate it, crumb by triumphant crumb. His revolution mirrors yours, proof that micro-wins birth empires from embers. Deepen into the ritual. Design your arsenal, the 2-minute rule for inception. Anything under that, do now. Laundry pile? Fold 1 shirt. Emails avalanche. Clear 1 inbox. Resistance crumbles under such siege. The mind, tricked into motion, surrenders to flow. Track them fiercely. A journal of conquests, not to-dos. Wrote 50 words. Walked 1 block. Witness the cascade. Yesterday's pebble launches today's boulder. Spiritually, this honors the eternal now. Ancients built cathedrals, stone by stone, faiths through daily prayer. You're weaving your cathedral, brick by sacred brick. Obstacles arise, as they must. Perfectionism sneers at fragments. Dismiss it. Micro-wins thrive on good enough. Progress is true north. Fatigue whispers quit mid-stride. One more. The revolution demands grace. Missed a day. Relaunch without shame. Consistency compounds. Invisible interest. Swelling your inner wealth. Imagine your future self, standing amid summits, scaled, whispering gratitude to the ant that began it all. Feel that pull. It's your essence calling, weary of valleys, hungry for heights. This isn't strategy alone, it's soul reclamation. Laziness feeds on overwhelm, bloating goals into monsters. Micro-wins starve it, rendering abundance from scarcity. Envision the writer whose novel blooms from daily haikus, the entrepreneur whose empire sprouts from one outreach, the lover who rebuilds bonds with single kind words. Your life, revolutionized one win at a time. Pause and claim your first right now. Stand, stretch, affirm, I begin. Feel the ripple? That's the revolution stirring. We've armed you with sparks, energy, now footholds, fulfillment roots here. Yet summits demand allies. What if eyes upon you, yours and others, turned vows into unbreakable steel? That mirror of accountability beckons next. Carry your stack of wins forward. The mountain yield. Chapter 5. The Accountability Mirror. Stand before a mirror, not the glass kind reflecting fleeting faces, but one forged from your own solemn vows, staring back at you with eyes that know every promise whispered and broken. The reflection isn't flesh, it's the weight of words you spoke to yourself in the quiet dead of night. Tomorrow, I change. Yet dawn finds you unchanged, the mirror cracking under lies accumulated like frost on winter panes. This is the ache of solitary struggle, where intentions dissolve unseen. But what if that gaze turned unbreakable, transforming whispers into thunder? Step closer. Your accountability mirror awaits, ready to forge trust from the shards of doubt. We've revolutionized with micro-wins, stacking victories like sacred stones. Yet solitary ascents falter, winds of whim scatter loose pebbles. Laziness loves isolation, where vows fade unanswered. Accountability is the mirror's truth, external and internal eyes that hold you to your fire. It begins within, a daily reckoning. Rise each morning, meet your eyes, declare aloud, today I honor my word, feel the gravity. Self-trust is the root broken too often. It withers action like drought-struck earth. Rebuild it brick by vow kept, no matter how small, the email sent, the walk taken. Each reflection sharpens until your word becomes iron. Extend the mirror outward, where power amplifies. Share your quests. Tell a trusted friend, hold me to this. 3 chapters written by Friday. Their knowing glance becomes your guardrail, turning private inertia into public pursuit. Post it boldly online. Let the world's eyes witness your rise. Accountability isn't shame, it's alchemy, transmuting fear into fuel. Tribes of old circled fires, sharing hunts, not for glory but mutual vigilance. Each warrior's arrow true, because brothers watched. You're weaving your tribe now, digital or flesh, binding solitary sparks into communal blaze. Witness Lena, a painter lost in grey cubicle days. Canvases blank as her spirit, Dreams of galleries mocked her solitude. Starts fizzled unseen. One dawn, mirror vow. One stroke daily. She texted her sister, check my progress nightly. Eyes upon her, strokes multiplied. Colors bled vibrant. 6 months. Her first exhibit sold out. Strangers bought not paint, but her reclaimed fire. Lena's mirror wasn't glass or kin alone. It was the sacred contract between soul and Ines. Her triumph pulses in you, ready to ignite. Deepen the practice. Craft accountability anchors, weekly check-ins with a partner, apps that ping progress publicly, journals read aloud to empty rooms, echoing back truth. Make it visceral, photograph your wins, share the raw before and after. Spiritually, this mirrors creation's gaze. The universe witnesses every seed sown, urging bloom. Neglect it, and weeds claim the garden. Feel the warmth. Accountability awakens your higher witness, that quiet eternal eye urging authenticity over escape. Challenges forge the strongest mirrors. Slip? Own it swiftly. I faltered. Tomorrow I rise. No excuses erode trust further. Doubters in your circle, prune them, surround with reflectors who elevate, not dim. The entrepreneur pitches to mentors, not mirrors alone. The athlete trains under coaches' scrutiny. Your arena awaits the same. Track the transformation. Weeks in, vows, once fragile now, command obedience, laziness retreating from the light of observation. This mirror isn't judgment, it's liberation. In its clarity, you see not flaws, but fierce potential. Envision your life reflected back, multiplied promotions claimed, loves deepened, legacies etched. Self-talk evolves from critic to champion. I am the one who delivers, tribes amplify it, communities of risers, each mirror polishing the collective shine. Pause now. Summon your first witness. Speak your intent aloud. Let the air carry it. Feel the bond seal. That's power coursing, ancient as oaths sworn under stars. We've layered sparks, energy, winds, now eyes unblinking. Fulfillment anchors here, yet thrones of comfort still beckon sweetly. What if you shattered them deliberately, courting the raw edge where true diamonds form? Rage against that zone calls next. Carry your mirror true, gaze deeply. Chapter 6. Rage against the comfort zone. Imagine a frog suspended in a pot of water, the heat rising imperceptibly, steam curling like a lover's breath, until suddenly, too late, the boil claims it whole. That's your comfort zone, a gilded cage disguised as sanctuary, where laziness is on velvet cushions, lulling you with warmth while your dreams drown in the slow simmer. You've felt it envelop you, the sofa's embrace after a long day, the familiar scroll of shows that numb ambitions call, the good enough job that pays bills but starves the soul. This is no gentle rest, it's a velvet trap, tightening with every unchallenged breath. Rage now, shatter the glass, plunge into the raw chill where true life thunders. We've forged mirrors of accountability, reflections that demand truth. Yet even steel bends in comfort's forge. The comfort zone isn't bliss, it's a biological betrayal, your nervous system mistaking safety for survival. Evolution wired you for caves and campfires, where predictability meant life. Today, it chains you. Novelty sparks fear, growth screams threat, so you retreat to routines that feel like home, but echo like tombs. Laziness reigns here, unchallenged queen. Rage against it deliberately. Seek the edge, court discomfort as a sacred right, for diamonds birth only under crushing pressure, not sunlit idleness. Begin the rebellion in the flesh. Cold showers at dawn, Water like Arctic knives, slicing slumber's haze, shocking nerves awake, teaching your body that resilience tastes like victory. That first gasp, its rebirth, cortisol yielding to endorphins, proving discomfort fleeting, power eternal, or stride into rain-lashed streets, letting drops pummel like accusations of cowardice, emerge soaked, alive, barriers dissolved, say no to easy yeses, decline the extra slice, the mindless chat, the snooze button siren. Each no is a declaration, carving space for the fierce yeses your spirit craves. Meet Thomas, a corporate drone whose evenings blurred into takeout and TV promotions, passing him by like ships in fog. Comfort was his kingdom, until one midnight epiphany. "I'm boiling alive," he raged. Cold plunges in his bathtub. Public speaking at Toastmasters where voice cracked and palms sweated. Weekend hikes up thorned trails that tore skin and doubt alike. Discomfort became devotional. Within a year he launched his consultancy, now thriving amid risks he once fled. Thomas didn't adapt to pain. He befriended it, finding freedom in the fray. His rage echoes yours. Summon it. Spiritually, this is pilgrimage. Ancient seekers fasted in deserts, walked coals, silenced tongues to hear the divine roar within. Modern comforts mute that voice. Rage restores it. Fast. One meal, feel hunger's wisdom. Lift weights until muscles scream surrender. Journal fears till ink bleeds truth. The zones lie. Safety equals joy. Truth, joy ignites at edges, where pulse races, sweat testifies, growth rends old skins. Neuroscience affirms novelty floods. BDNF, brain fertilizer sprouting new paths. Stagnation prunes them dead. Practice the art of deliberate friction. Tomorrow's task, do it standing, phone-free, timer merciless. Social ease, approach the stranger, voice steady despite heart's drum. Failures, embrace them as badges. Scar tissue toughens the hide. Track the alchemy. Discomfort's sting fades faster each time, replaced by quiet confidence, a warrior's poise. Tribes knew this. Rites of passage hurled youth into wilds, emerging elders. You're initiating yourself now, one defiant plunge at a time. Obstacles whisper retreat, roar back. The inner child craves candy-coated days. Parent it firmly. Fatigue, after exertion. That's the zone's last gasp. Push through to the glow beyond. Envision your transformed self. Body honed, career vaulted, relationships deepened by vulnerability dared. Rage isn't destruction, it's excavation, unearthing gold from comfort's dross. Feel the fire kindle. That's your primal self awakening, weary of tepid waters, hungry for ocean tempests. We've shattered illusions, sparked launches, hunted thieves, stacked winds, mirrored truths. Now we burn the nest. Fulfillment surges, yet fires need fuel. What if you redirected your brain's pleasure rivers, channeling dopamine from escape to empire? That redesign beckons next. Carry your rage like embers, plunge deeper. Chapter 7. The Dopamine Redesign. Your brain is a river of molten gold, pleasure currents carving canyons through neural valleys, rushing toward cheap thrills that sparkle then vanish, leaving parched badlands where true empires could rise. Feel the rush now, thumb swiping feeds, sugar dissolving on tongue, binge episodes melting hours into haze. Laziness laps it up, a glutton at the feast, while your grandest callings starve upstream. This isn't addiction, it's hijacked wiring, dopamine dams blocking the flow. But what if you seize the controls, redirecting that golden torrent from escape's shallows to action's roaring depths? Breathe deep, the redesign begins. Your pleasure architecture reborn. We've raged against comfort's cage, emerging battle-hardened. Yet wars are won with supply lines, not swords alone. Dopamine, that elusive spark of reward, evolved for hunts yielding mammoth feasts, not infinite scrolls yielding nothing. Modern thieves' apps, ads, addictions offer micro-hits, spikes without substance, training your brain to crave ease over endeavor. Laziness commandeers the console, looping you in cycles of anticipation without payoff. Redesign it. Pair sacred actions with deliberate delights, forging new rivers where effort floods with joy. Science and spirit unite here. Neuroplasticity bends to intention, turning drudgery to delight. Start intimate with sensory sacraments. That first task of day, emails conquered, brew coffee not as habit, but ritual. Inhale steam's earth whisper, sip slow, let warmth cascade like victory's embrace. Gym session etched, unleash a playlist of thunderous anthems, bass pulsing through veins like tribal drums. The pairing imprints brain links, sweat to song, toil to taste. Soon, action alone tingles anticipation, dopamine priming before the plunge, no force needed, craving shifts, a quiet revolution in the reward core. Meet Aria, a freelance writer whose deadlines drowned in distractions, dopamine deluge, cookies crumbling mid-sentence, tabs multiplying like rabbits, overwhelm silenced her pen. She redesigned ruthlessly, 500 words. Fresh berries bursting tart sweet. Outline complete, 5 minutes lost in favorite poetry. Denials first, screens dimmed during creation. Weeks wove magic. Writing hummed with pull. Output tripled, clients clamored. Aria didn't willpower through. She seduced her brain, pleasure now servant to purpose. Her rivers flow in you, divert them now. Deepen the craft. Layer immediacy, rewards post-action only. No preemptive cheats. Scale them wisely. Micro wins earn whispers, deep breath outdoors, milestone symphonies, beloved book chapter. Track the alchemy in a pleasure ledger, note pairings, rate surges. Spiritually, this echoes ancient offerings, labors to gods, yielded blessings, effort sanctified. Your offering to your higher current, transmuting mundane to divine flow. Neuroscience nods, ventral striatum lights for anticipated joy, habits hardening with each reinforced loop. Challenges test the redesign. Old rivers flood back. Cravings claw during dry spells. Counter with substitution, junk crave. Channel to crisp apples snap. Boredom bites. Infuse play. Dance breaks mid-work. Gamify goals with points redeemed for treasures. Withdrawal stings like detox. Endure it as initiation. Emerging with refined tastes. Tribes feasted post-hunt. Binding community to conquest. Solo, you feast inwardly, savoring self-mastery. Envision months hence. Keyboard calls like lover. Waits woo like wine. Pursuits pulse with innate high. This isn't manipulation, it's reclamation. Dopamine redesigned liberates artists. Create feverishly, leaders endure marathons. Lovers pursue boldly. Feel the current stir. Your inner alchemist awakens, weary of fool's gold, forging empires from effort's vein. Pause. Design one pairing now. Your next task, wig to delight. Seal it in breath. Power hums. We've layered every weapon. Now pleasure serves the war. Fulfillment cascades. Yet visions sharpen the blade. What if you peered into regret's abyss, contrasting it with triumph's blaze to fuel unyielding drive? That void visualization awaits. Carry your redesigned rivers forward. Flow fiercely. Chapter 8. Visualize the void. Step into the void now. A cavernous emptiness, echoing with the hollow footsteps of your unlived life, where shadows of regret stretch long and cold across walls, etched with what-ifs. See yourself there, decades hence, hair silvered, hands trembling over faded photos of chances forsaken, eyes dimmed by the relentless whisper of unloved dreams. The book unwritten gathers dust in memory's attic. The body, untoned, sags under time's indifferent weight. Relationships half-nurtured wither like untended gardens. This isn't fantasy, it's the stark mirror of inaction's harvest. A chasm carved by laziness's patient chisel. Feel the chill grip your heart. Good. Now turn the gaze, ignite the blaze. Visualization isn't escape, it's the emotional forge crushing procrastination to ash. We've redesigned dopamine rivers, channeling pleasure to purpose. Yet intellect alone falters. The soul demands vision's fire. Laziness murmurs. Later, a siren's lullaby veiling tomorrow's barren fields. Counter with dual visualization. First, the void's visceral ache. Then triumph's radiant glory. Paint regret, raw. Feel the throat-tight sorrow of apologies unspoken, promotions unclaimed, adventures unlaunched. Then pivot sharp, envision victory, alive, pulsing, crowds roaring your name, muscles rippling under sun-kissed skin, lovers entwined in passion. The emotional chasm between propels you, a slingshot from despair to destiny. Immerse fully. This is neural sorcery. Close eyes daily. 10 minutes sacred. Breathe into the void first. See aged hands clutching a smartphone, scrolling ghosts of potential, tears welling for the entrepreneur stifled, the artist muted, heart clenches. That's the hook sunk deep. Now flood with light. You, vibrant, striding stages, inking bestsellers, embracing fitness forged in dawn's fire. Engage senses, roar of applause vibrates chest, ink's fresh scent fills nostrils, endorphins surge like ocean waves, brain blurs future, and now reticular activating system locks on paths, aligning visions, filtering reality to manifest. Meet Khalil, a software coder chained to corporate drudgery, side hustle apps abandoned mid-code, body softening with each skipped run, nights blurred in numbness, until a fever dream thrust him into his own void, wrinkled, bitter, staring at blank screens of squandered code. Awakening drenched, he vowed visions twice daily. Void first, regret's knife twist. Glory next, app launched. Users thriving, trails conquered at peak fitness. Months blurred, code flowed, miles mounted, app rocketed to millions. Khalil didn't will it, he lived it first in mind's eye, void's terror fueling glory's pull. His canvas awaits your brush. Spiritually, this is prophecy fulfilled. Ancients envisioned harvests before seeds touched soil, cathedrals before stone lifted. Your prophet of your realm, void as warning oracle, glory as promised land. Neuroscience seals it. Mirror neurons fire visions into muscle memory. Amygdala amplifies emotional stakes, propelling prefrontal resolve. Practice layered. Morning void to stir urgency. Evening glory to seal faith. Journal the scenes vivid. Words etch them eternal. Stumbles sharpen the art. Visions waver. Anchor with photos aged strangers for void, idols for glory. Doubt clouds, amplify emotion, sob the loss, dance the win. Consistency compounds. Weeks weave neural tapestries where action feels inevitable. Tribes visioned hunts around fires. Collective gaze birthing reality. Solo, your inner fire circle burns solo but fierce. This tool transcends. Parents see children's futures brightened by presents seized. Leaders helm visions manifesting teams. Creators birth worlds from inner vistas. Feel the polarity pull. Void repels, glory magnetizes, laziness crushed in the tide. Breathe the visions now, one regret, one rapture. Power stirs. We've armed every angle. Now sight pierces fog. Fulfillment visions forth, yet mind schemes while body slumbers. What if motion woke the spirit first, bridging flesh to fire? That body-mind bridge spans next. Carry your inner sights, a light. See truly. Chapter 9. The Body-Mind Bridge. Your mind races like a caged eagle, wings beating against bars of brilliant schemes. Books to conquer, empires to etch, symphonies of success composing in fevered thought, while your body slumps heavy as stone, a reluctant vessel chained to earth's unyielding pull. Schemes dissolve into ether, untouched by flesh's fire. Laziness smirks from the divide, feasting on this ancient rift. Feel the frustration burn. That's the call. Motion first, always. Cross the body-mind bridge now, where primal movement awakens the soul's dormant roar, forging unity from discord. Step onto the span, your integrated self awaits, fierce and whole. We've visualized voids and glories, sight-searing paths into psyche. Yet visions without vessels remain ghosts. The mind plots revolutions, the body must march them. Laziness exploits the schism, thoughts whirl in indecision, while limbs lie idle, waiting for motivation's elusive kiss. Invert the order, motion precedes fire. Walk briskly through morning mist, and ideas cascade like unlocked rivers. Breathe deep into belly's core, and clarity sharpens like a blade drawn from forge. Your nervous system, wired for embodiment, translates kinetic energy into cognitive flame. Proprioceptors firing, blood oxygenated, endorphins bridging the gap. Immerse in the bridge's sacred mechanics. Physicality stirs the vagus nerve, but wandering highway, calming chaos, elevating mood from fog to focus. No meditation mat needed, simple strides suffice. Tense shoulders, roll them circles, feel stagnation crack. Sluggish dawn, shadow box air, fists carving space. Pulse quickening resolve. This isn't exercise for vanity, it's invocation, summoning mental might through muscles' language. Ancient shamans danced visions into being, warriors stomped war cries before battle, body as portal to power. Meet Sophia, a consultant, whose nights brimmed with strategies scribbled in frantic journals, yet days dragged in dull meetings, ideas unborn. Mind schemed, body betrayed, slumped in ergonomic defeat. Despair peaked until a walk transformed her, legs pumping neighborhood paths. Solutions surged unbidden, clients won, presentations ignited. She built the bridge ritual, pre-work sprints, midday stretches, evening yoga flows, linking breath to brainstorm. Sophia's empire rose not from thought alone, but flesh-fueled fusion. A bridge spans for you. Cross it. Spiritually, this honors the temple doctrine, body as sacred instrument, not prison. Yogis knew, asana precedes samadhi, posture unlocks presence. Modern labs confirm, BDNF blooms from movement, sprouting neural forests, where stagnation breeds deserts. Practice the crossing daily. Wake, rise, move, 10 jumping jacks to jolt the bridge alive. Facing resistance, dance wildly to inner rhythm. No audience but your awakening. Journal post-motion, note the mind's bloom, etching the link eternal. Deepen with breath bridges, alternate nostril flows balancing hemispheres, or power roars, exhaling doubt, sedentary spells. Rise hourly, pace ideas aloud, body underscoring every word. Challenges test the span, fatigue, temps collapse. Micro moves endure, One arm circle, one deep squat. Consistency weaves steel cables, weeks render action. Instinctive, mind-trailing bodies lead. Tribes circled dances for collective clarity. Solo, your movements commune with inner counsel. This bridge liberates creators, healers, seekers, poets pen epics post-stride. Meditators deepen in dynamic flow. Leaders command from embodied poise. Feel the unity dawn. Eagle soars free. Schemes incarnate. Breathe across now. Stand. Sway. Sense the surge. Integration pulses. We've bridged every realm. Now arsenals arm the final siege. What if excuses fell to prep rebuttals, turning defense to domination? That no excuse arsenal loads next. Carry your bridged fire forward. Move wholly. Chapter 10. The no excuse arsenal. Picture an ancient battlefield at dusk. Enemy legions massing on the horizon. Excuses clad in gleaming armor. Banners of too tired, no time, not ready. Fluttering like vultures' wings, poised to overrun your will before the first charge. You stand alone, sword rusted from disuse, heart hammering as their war cries echo defeat inevitable. But reach behind your arsenal gleams, pre-forged rebuttals, shields sharpened, arrows fletched for every lie laziness hurls. No more retreat. Arm yourself now, general of your fate. Deploy precision strikes that turn invasions to routs. The siege ends today, victory, yours to claim. We've bridged body and mind, unity pulsing fierce. Yet final foes lurk. Excuses, laziness's elite guard, shapeshifters whispering custom sabotages. They don't conquer by force. They seduce with reason, cloaking inaction in logic's robe. I'm tired, a velvet dagger. No time, time's thief. Your arsenal preempts them, stockpile countermeasures, scripted and savage, loaded before battle joins. This isn't defense, it's domination, transforming mental skirmishes into automatic triumphs, freeing spirit for the true war creation. Forge the core weapons first. Too tired advances, counter power nap engineered, 20 minutes max. Alarm ruthless, awakening refreshed, not groggy. Science arms you, ultradian rhythms demand restoration bursts, not collapse. Pre-bed ritual seals it, dim lights, herbal tea, body primed for dawn's rally. No time charges, time block like a fortress. Calendar quadrants, sacred gold for deep work. No trespassers. Audit leaks first, abstract. Meetings pruned, yielding hours disguised as minutes. One block daily starts the reclamation. Meet Ronan, a sales manager whose pipeline dried under excuse avalanches. Clients busy, market tough, weekend calls too much. Quotas crumbled until he built his arsenal. Busy clients, scripted value blasts pre-dawn. Market tough, data dives at lunch. No weekend, Saturday power hours. Family briefed as allies. Deployments turned rejections to records. Promotions followed. Ronan's vault saved him. Yours arms you now. Stock deeper. Not perfect enough sneaks in. Rebuttal. Progress carves the path. Perfection polishes later. Launch imperfect. Email sent with typos. Prototype rough. Run sloppy. Iteration refines. Inaction perfects nothing. Don't feel like it. Feelings liar. Deploy the bridge. 5-minute motion mandate. Body dragging mood across the line. Overwhelmed. Arsenal's scalpel. List triage. One task crowned king. Others queue. Spiritually, this echoes warrior codes. Samurai prepped katanas before duels. Monks chanted rebuttals to doubt's demons. You're scripting your sutras. Excuses silenced in advance. Practice the drill. Evening war council. Journal top 3 foes from day's battles. Pen countermeasures vivid. Morning review. Recite like oaths. Voice firm. Digital quivers help phone notes flashing rebuttals on cue. Track deployments, victories logged, patterns crushed. Neuroscience fortifies preloaded responses, bypass amygdala hijacks. Prefrontal cortex commanding cool. Weaks harden the arsenal. Excuses wither, unmet even in whisper. Challenges temper the steel. Subtle foes evolve. Just 5 more minutes. Morphs to hours. Timer tyrants enforce. Allies doubt your blocks. Share arsenal, convert them to sentinels. Fatigue test snaps. Hydrate pre-plunge. Emerge invincible. Envision the general you become. Legions scatter at your approach. Fields cleared for empire building. Creators ship amid chaos. Athletes train through storms. Lovers commit past butterflies. All arsenaled. Feel the weight lift? Excuses, once tyrants, now target practice. Pause, name one foe now. Arm its slayer. Power surges. We've conquered every front, arsenal locked and loaded. Fulfillment arms deep, yet single links snap. What chains them eternal? Habit chains of steel forge next. Carry your weapons drawn. Command utterly. Chapter 11. Habit chains of steel. Envision a single iron link, gleaming yet fragile, snapped by the slightest twist of whim. Your bold morning resolve crumbling by noon. Gym bag abandoned, journal blank once more. Now behold the chain, links interlocked, unbreakable, each forged to the last, stretching across years like a bridge, spanning chasms of doubt. Laziness strikes at isolates, shattering solos with ease, but chains endure tempests, winds howling harmless around their unity. This is your forging ground, link new fires to ancient rhythms, crafting steel where weakness once whispered. Grip the hammer now, your unbreakable self emerges, link by eternal link. We've loaded arsenals against excuses, weapons ever ready, yet lone strikes scatter. True dominion demands chains, habits woven seamless, action flowing automatic as breath. Laziness preys on willpower's finite forge, chains bypass it, basal ganglia humming autopilot grooves, where cortex once labored. Link new to old, post-toothbrush, 3 deep breaths of gratitude. After coffee's first sip, 5 lines penned, triggers birth cascades, cues so embedded, resistance dissolves unseen. This isn't routine, it's architecture, rebuilding your days into fortresses of flow. Feel the craft awaken, choose anchors unshakable, morning ablutions, meals, beds embrace, bed made, momentum launches, desk priming, lunch savored. Follow with victory journal. The habit stack multiplies potency, brain latches familiar to novel, dopamine bridging the weld. Scale wisely, one link first. Master it ironclad before second joins. Track in a chain ledger. Unbroken streaks visualized. Calendar X's marking domains conquered. Spiritually, this mirrors cosmic order, stars chain in galaxies, seasons in cycles, life in breath's eternal loop. You're aligning with creation's weave, habits as prayers etched in motion. Meet Alara, a nurse whose shifts bled into exhaustion, healthy meals dreamed but devoured by drive-thrus, fitness vows vaporized by fatigue. Chains called her, post-shift shoe tie, 10-minute walk, legs linked to liberation, breakfast plate cleared, smoothie blended next, bed entry, gratitude murmured, links multiplied, walks to jogs, meals to meal prep empires. A year on, marathon medaled, vitality radiant. Alara's chain didn't demand strength, it built it, link whispering to link. Her steel awaits your forge, deepen the tempering. Morning stack, wake alarm, water gulped, stretch sequence, intention voiced. Evening anchor, Lights dim. Review days X's. Tomorrow's first link planned. Digital chains aid apps. Nudging cues. Streaks gamified sacred. Neuroscience affirms 66 days average for autopilot, but stacks accelerate. Myelin sheathing neural cables thick. Miss a link. No fracture. Restart swift. Shame's acid corroded. Grace forges strongest steel. Judgment rusts it brittle. Challenges hammer purity. Life's storms, illness. Travel. Test welds. Portable chains endure. Hotel toothbrush to push-ups. Airport meal to meditation. Overstacking strains. Prune to essence. Quality chaining quantity. Envision the web. Gym chains to career crescendos. Kindness links to deepened bonds. Tribes chained hunts to songs. Crafts to chants. Your solo chain communes with ancestors' rhythm. This forging transcends. Parents chain presence to playtime. Artists to daily strokes. Sages to silent sits. Feel the pull. Single actions yield. Chains reign eternal. Strike your first weld now. Name anchor. New habit. Breathe the bond. Strength surges. We've chained every tool steel unyielding. Fulfillment links deep. Yet warriors face shadows eternal. What tempers you through relapses? Rising fiercer. That relapse warrior crowns our arsenal next. Carry your chain taut. Forge on. Chapter 12. The Relapse Warrior. Thunder cracks across a storm-lashed plain. Your iron chain snapping under lightning's fury. Days of forged steel unraveling in a single gust of old shadows. Laziness rearing from the mud like a beast, thought slain. You stumble, knee-bloodied, arsenal scattered, the familiar fog rolling in to claim old ground. Defeat whispers, fall forever. But rise now, eyes blazing. This isn't end, but forge fire renewed. You are the relapse warrior. Tempered not in endless victory, but in the sacred art of falling fierce and rising fiercer. Grip your blade, battles eternal, your legend unwritten. We've chained habits into unbreakable spans, arsenals gleaming at your side, yet no path stays paved. Life's gales, loss, burnout, chaos, test every weld. Relapse isn't betrayal, it's the warrior's crucible. Data carved in scars, summoning deeper strength. Laziness lurks eternal. Opportunistic hydra, sever one head, two sprout, unless you master the dance. Swift detection, ruthless adjustment, triumphant return. This crowns our journey, from illusion's veil to warrior's eternal vigilance, where setbacks fuel ascents no unbroken path could match. Awaken the sentinel within. Early signs whisper before storms break, drags in your spark countdown. Micro wins skipped like pebbles, mirror vows mumbled half-hearted. Journal them nightly, not as failures but signals. Energy dipped post-late meal thief returned. Patterns emerge, stress triggers, scrolling relapses. Loneliness unchains discipline. Spot them like scouts on ridges. Deploying tools, instant 5-second launch through fog. Body bridge to shake the trance. Spiritually, this is Phoenix Rite. Ancients burned effigies of weakness. Rising ash to eagle, you burn relapses to revelation. Meet Kai, a chef whose restaurant empire crumbled under pandemic shadows. Kitchens cold, habits shattered, weight ballooning, orders ignored. Relapse devoured him whole until warrior eyes opened. Data, not doom. Logged, triggers, midnight menus, isolation feasts. Adjusted, dawn walks chained anew. Accountability calls to mentors. Void visions of faded aprons versus thriving tables. Stumbles came, nights lost to old comforts, but each rose fiercer. Pop-up success, cookbook born. Kai's scars gleam menus worldwide. His warrior heart beats yours, claim it. Deepen the mastery. Post-relapse ritual. Pause, not punish. Breathe the bridge, name the breach. Loneliness lured. Next, tribe summons. Adjust surgically. If comfort zone tempts, rage with colder plunges. Dopamine drifts. Redesign sharper pairings. Track in a warrior ledger. Relapses as chapters, lessons as weapons upgraded. Neuroscience arms you. Post-stress cortisol clouds judgment. Motion clears it. Prefrontal reclaiming command. Weeks render you seer. Shadows spotted miles off. Arsenals preempting strikes. Challenges crown the warrior. Epic falls, weeks lost to grief's abyss. Emerge with grace. One micro-win restarts the chain. No shames wait. Allies falter. Forge solo steel first. Overvigilance numbs joy. Balance with glory visions, celebrating scars as tattoos of triumph. Tribes new. Elders shared battle tales, not for glory but transmission. Your inner counsel grows with every rise. Envision decades on, body weathered but unbowed, legacy radiating from relentless returns, laziness a defeated foe in your saga. This path eternalizes you. Entrepreneurs rebound empires, artists birth from blocks, lovers rebuild from rifts. Feel the unyielding core. Every hero tasted dust. Warriors taste victory in the rising. Breathe your warrior vow now. I fall, I learn, I conquer. Legend ignites. We've traversed every realm. Your arsenal complete. Spirit armored eternal. Fulfillment crowns here, not in flawless paths, but forged resilience. Carry this fire beyond words. The world bends to warriors who rise. Fade into your first battle won.